welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight in the Bay Area, the stage is set for one of the biggest nights of the NFL season. Under the lights of Levi Stadium, the San Francisco 49ers take the field in their bold rivalry uniforms, a throwback to decades of bad blood and a reminder that this matchup is never just another game. Across the way, the Seattle Seahawks arrive with speed, swagger, and a shot at something massive. This isn't just a rivalry. This is the NFC West Championship game, and for both teams, the number one seed in the playoffs is right there within reach. You can feel the tension. You can feel the weight. Every snap matters. Every mistake is magnified. Every moment could swing the season. It's Shanahan's precision. It's Seattle's relentlessness. It's two teams that know each other too well and trust each other too little. And away we go from Santa Clara with Rashid Shaheed returning it out across the 30-yard line. One division, one top seed, one night to claim it. Here comes Sam Darnold out there first here for the Seahawks on the road in San Francisco. These two teams met way back in week one to start off the season in Seattle. The 49ers won a thrilling game on a last-second touchdown by the tight end Tunges, of all people, that really propelled his excellent season with George Kittle being in and out, up and down. First down starting at the 31-yard line here for the Seahawks, and we are underway with a handoff to Kenneth Walker right up the middle. And a big run to start the day for Walker, a 15-yard run for K9. A guy who has had kind of an up and down year, Zach Charbonnet, taking a lot of carries from him this year. They're splitting carries, and both of these running backs playing well towards the end of the season. Kenneth Walker had a huge game a couple weeks ago on a Thursday night against the Rams that really set up this matchup. Walker again left side, and another good run for Kenneth Walker. He gains 14 that time, and a good start for the Seattle running game. So 15 yards and 14 yards on back-to-back plays for Kenneth Walker to start the day. And a good start for the Seahawks running game, and that's one of the keys. Can Seattle establish the run against this banged-up San Francisco defense? Here he is again, and this time he fights his way across the line of scrimmage, and he's brought down after a 2-yard pickup to the 49ers' 39-yard line. So the question is, who needs to step up for Seattle in this game? Will it be Sam Darnold? Which version of him will we get? 2nd and 8, they go play action. Darnold's first throw goes out to Walker, and he gets brought down immediately. A 3-yard pickup for Walker. And now 3rd down and 5 on the opening drive for the Seahawks. The running game looking to be stepped up here today, off to a good start here in this one, but now a 3rd down and 5 for the Seahawks, and they go empty backfield for Sam Darnold. On 3rd down, Darnold fires down the middle, and it's caught by the tight end, A.J. Barner, who is having a breakout year with the Seahawks. Barner converts on 3rd down and takes it into the red zone for the Seahawks on their opening drive. And what a throw by Darnold, who stood in there and fired a dart.
First down, Seahawks.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Seahawks on the move on their opening drive. Here's Charbonnet. His first carry goes backwards. Loss of 2 in the backfield, and a good play up front by San Francisco. Bryce Huff with the tackle on that last play brings up 2nd down and long for the Seahawks. Both Charbonnet and Walker in the backfield. Darnold On second down, steps right through the pass rush. And he takes it down near the 10-yard line, and now third down and short on the way for the Seahawks. Another third down on this opening drive for Seattle. Third down and 3 just outside the 10. Walker splits out wide, emptying the backfield for Sam Darnold. Extra man on the blitz. A quick throw. Caught by Barner for the touchdown. What an opening drive by the Seahawks. And A.J. Barner strikes first for Seattle. Beautiful drive down the field. Excellent play calling with the run game versus the pass game. And A.J. Barner strikes first here in Santa Clara. Jason Myers on for the extra point. And the Seahawks march the field on their opening drive and take a 7-0 lead. 8 plays, 70 yards, 4.5 minutes off the clock. And a good start for the Seahawks here on the road in what is the NFC West championship game. Number 1 seed on the line, and the Seahawks start playing with fire. Jason Myers on to send it away for the Seahawks. From inside the 10, the return out just shy of the 30-yard line, and that's where San Francisco will begin. Brock Purdy, who had an excellent game last week on a Sunday night against Chicago in that shootout game, 42-38. 49ers won it to set up this game. And now he comes in. Will he be the difference in this one? Who needs to step up for the 49ers? Will it be in Purdy's hands with the Seahawks having the best run defense up front? Leonard Williams leading the way up front. Ernest Jones and company in there as well. Who will it be? They started off with McCaffrey trying to stretch it to the edge, and McCaffrey is able to pick up about 7 yards on first down, shoved out of bounds by Julian Love. So the Seahawks have one of the best defensive fronts in the NFL. And the 49ers are playing without their future Hall of Fame tackle, Trent Williams, who is out in this game. McCaffrey again. This time he stumbles out. Picked up by San Francisco, and a lucky break for McCaffrey. And we just talked about it, that Seahawks front, ever so dangerous. It was Boye Mafe who was in there first, and then I believe Ernest Jones delivered the blow to knock the ball out, and a lucky break for San Francisco to not turn it over on their opening drive. And now third down and 7 here for San Francisco on their opening drive. And this is where guys like Lawrence and Williams can eat on that Seattle front. Third down and 7, they empty the backfield. Extra man on the blitz. Purdy gets rid of it. Pass is caught by Jennings, and he's got enough for a first down. Ernest Jones delivers the blow, but Jennings just does get the line to gain, and the drive stays alive for the 49er offense. There's Mike McDonald, defensive mastermind. He has flipped this Seahawks team, and now they're battling for the number 1 seed. First down at the 38-yard line. McCaffrey, he gets stuffed up front. Ernest Jones again, already his third tackle on this opening drive, and it's a gain of 2. Christian McCaffrey, 1,100 yards coming into play today. Finally got off the injury report this season. He's played in all 16 games for the 49ers. 2nd and 8. Purdy swings it behind the line to McCaffrey, and Seattle swarms him. DeMarcus Lawrence with the tackle. It's a loss of 1, and now another third down here for the 49ers, and McCaffrey a little slow to get up. Third down and 9 for the San Francisco offense. Again, they empty the backfield for Purdy. Four-man rush this time. Purdy stands in, fires, passes, caught, first down. And there's George Kittle who takes it across midfield. There was some question throughout the week if Kittle was going to play today. He got the green light, and he makes his first catch to move the chains for San Francisco. And another third down conversion on this opening drive, and he was working on Devin Witherspoon. McCaffrey on first down, running right side, and he gets stuffed. Guess who? Ernest Jones again, and no gain on the play. 4 tackles on this opening drive for Ernest Jones, and McCaffrey limps his way to the sideline. So that is not a good look for the 49ers. McCaffrey goes to the medical tent on their opening drive of this game. And we just talked about how he's been healthy this season. He's played in every game. Now he heads to the sideline, and already a banged-up San Francisco team has fought through so much adversity during this season, now lose their star running back, at least for the moment. Purdy will throw on second down, and he's sacked. Boye Mafe gets home for the Seahawks. And there's that defensive front showing up on this opening drive. So now third down and 16. Sam Darnold loves it on the sideline. And now third down and long at midfield for the 49er offense. Purdy on third down and a mile. Backing up, firing underneath. It's incomplete. And the Seahawks force a punt on the opening drive after a couple first downs. He tried to hit Brian Robinson Jr., and it's fourth down, and here comes the punt team. Good start for the Seahawks defense. That sack by Boye Mafe backed the 49ers up. And now the 49ers on to punt it away. And this one will go out of bounds inside the 10. Good punt. And Seattle will start at the 6-yard line. A methodical drive their first time. Led by Kenneth Walker, who started off the drive. It ended with the touchdown pass from Darnold to A.J. Barner, the tight end, and now Seattle with a chance to add on here early in this game, but they're starting back inside their own 10. First down at the 6-yard line, start of the drive for the Seahawks. Zach Charbonnet starts this drive in the backfield. And he gets it. Charbonnet running left side, pounds through one man and takes it across the 10. And a strong 6-yard run for Zach Charbonnet. Kenneth Walker is the leading rusher on this team, but Zach Charbonnet has played in the biggest moments as well. Second down and 4 at the 12-yard line. Walker now, left side, big hole. Kenneth Walker takes it across the 20-yard line, and he continues to burst through this San Francisco defense. Kenneth Walker off to an amazing start, already up near 50 yards in this opening quarter. First down up to the 24-yard line. Walker again, and he fights his way across the 25-yard line in a pickup of 2. There's Jackson Smith-Njigba. We haven't said his name yet tonight. Leading receiver on this team, setting the Seahawks franchise record. 1,700 yards coming into play tonight on the season for Jackson Smith-Njigba. The next closest guy on this team is 564. And it's Cooper Kupp. Here's a toss to Walker, and it's played well up front. Nowhere to go for Walker that time, and a good play on the pass rush by Gross Matos. And now third down and 13 for the Seahawks. Third and 13, ball at the 20. Four-man rush. Darnold fires underneath, caught by Shaheed, and he gets nowhere close. And the San Francisco defense gets a stop. And it was Bourne there defensively. So now Michael Dixon on to punt it away for the first time. Good win by the San Francisco defense. And Dixon, the excellent Australian punter, all the way to the 21-yard line. Good return here, out across the 40-yard line, and a big return for San Francisco. And they set up at the 42-yard line. So here comes Brock Purdy and company back out. They got a couple first downs on that opening drive, but the drive stalled around midfield after the Boye Mafe sack. So now out for drive number 2, starting at the 42-yard line. And the Seahawks defensive front already showing off in this opening quarter. See if they can continue that on drive number 2. First down at the 42-yard line. Extra tight end into the right. Started off with McCaffrey, and he gets swarmed. Jaron Reed in there on the tackle, and a gain of just 1 for McCaffrey. So you can see San Francisco trying to establish their running game. There was a lot of questions coming in, which way San Francisco will go, who will be the guy to put the game in their hands, and they go empty backfield for Purdy on second down. Purdy underneath, caught by Jennings, who gets popped just shy of midfield by Thomas, and now third down and 3 on the way.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 3.
Third down and 3 from the 49-yard line. Here's Purdy. Slips down, stays upright, and fires to Jennings. Jennings breaks away inside the 20. What a play by Brock Purdy. He almost fell down, and he's able to find Jennings for a big play, taking it into the red zone. How in the world did Purdy find that man? Throws back across on the run, beats Witherspoon, and the 49ers are on the move. So a first down up to the 14-yard line now here for San Francisco. Purdy, watch out, he's dumped. It's Murphy who gets home for the sack, and the second one for the Seahawks in this opening quarter.
At the 19-yard line.
Byron Murphy came right up the gut, his 8th sack of the season. Second sack for the Seahawks as the opening quarter winds towards a close. Purdy on second and long. Underneath, caught, and taking it to the 10-yard line, slipping down a little bit. The footing seems to be a problem for San Francisco. We have hit the end of one from Santa Clara. The Seahawks with a 7-0 lead on the road. Third down and 5 from inside the 10-yard line to start the second quarter for San Francisco. Blitz is coming, and he's sacked again. My goodness. Tyrese Knight untouched to Purdy, and it brings up fourth down. Already the third sack for the Seahawks defense. So Mike McDonald bringing pressure early and often. And San Francisco might be feeling the absence of Trent Williams on that outside. And the Seahawks are taking advantage of it. Field goal attempt here for the 49ers to get them on the board, and it is through. 7-3 here early in the second quarter as Pinheiro knocks it right down the middle. The Seahawks defense bends a little bit on that drive, but doesn't break. Pinheiro on to send it away. From inside the 5, Rashid Shaheed out across the 20, and that's it. So here comes Sam Darnold for drive number 3 of the game. Their first drive ended with a touchdown. They had to punt it away their previous time. And now their lead has shrunk a little bit down to 4 points, and it's 7-3 here early in the second in the NFC West Championship game. Number 1 seed on the line. The winner of this game will host the playoffs this season and get the first round bye. First down starting at the 23-yard line. They give it to Walker. Runs into his own man and it gets brought down up front. No gain. D. Winters there on the tackle, and it's second down. So no gain on first down brings Seattle back up, 2nd and 10. Walker again, this time right side, almost slipped, lowers his shoulder, but it doesn't matter. More loss of yardage, and the footing on this field with the light rain that has been coming throughout the day seems to be bothering both of these teams. And now 3rd down and 11. Both Charbonnet and Walker in the backfield. On 3rd and 11, Darnold slips down and goes down. More footing problems, and this time it hits Sam Darnold. And also hitting him for the sack was Tatum Bethune. And the Seahawks go 3 and out. So the 49ers defense has settled into this game pretty well after giving up the opening drive touchdown. Seattle forced to punt it away for the second time in 2 drives. Dixon gets it away clean. Booming punt all the way back inside the 30-yard line, and good coverage by Josh Jobe. So the 32-yard line is where San Francisco will begin. Those 2 guys right there trying to figure out which one of them needs to have the impact in this game. Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey. And so far, Brock Purdy's been sacked 3 times in this game already. And that Seattle defensive front is feasting in this game. First down and 10, ball at the 32. And they started off with a play fake. Watch out. Purdy gets around it and fires to Kittle. And George Kittle fights his way about a yard shy of the first down. Purdy looked like he was dead to rights again, but he's able to get around it and find Kittle for a 9-yard pickup. Second down and a yard for San Francisco. Play clock down to 2, down to 1, just to snap it. They hand it off, and stuffed up front. Ernest Jones again, and now 3rd down and 2. So we have not seen Christian McCaffrey since he got knocked out. They're handing the ball off to Sky Moore here for the 49ers. 3rd down and 2. 3rd and a long 2 for San Francisco. Snap it at 2. They give it up to Moore. First down run. And Moore fights his way into Seahawks territory. That was actually Brian Robinson Jr. First down to the 41-yard line. So first down up to the 41-yard line for San Francisco. Robinson again, and this time he gets stuffed, and it's Ernest Jones making another tackle, and it's second down. This is a heavyweight fight between these 2 teams. San Francisco won a thriller way back in week 1. And now meeting here in the final week of the regular season. 2nd down and 9. Purdy hit as he throws, gets complete, and a 1st down inside the 25 to Isaac Guerrero. The 2nd-year man out of Louisville, the 25-year-old Guerrero makes the catch, and San Francisco on the move. 1st down to the 24-yard line. They hand it off. Robinson, big hole. Robinson up the middle, takes it inside the 10. And it's 1st and goal for San Francisco. 18 yards to Brian Robinson Jr. And now the 49ers threatening to maybe go down and take the lead. 1st and goal at the 7. Here's Robinson running to the right side, and he gets stuffed. Devin Witherspoon comes up to make the tackle, and it's 2nd and goal after the loss of 3. This Seahawks defense just flies to the football. And San Francisco earning every yard that they're getting right now. 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line. To throw Purdy, blitz up the middle, he's going to go down again. Another sack for the Seahawks defense. They're 4th already in this opening quarter, in this opening half alone. And that time it was Drake Thomas. So now San Francisco well behind the chains. It's 3rd down and goal back at the 16 for the 49ers. Third and goal, ball at the 16. Empty backfield for Purdy. Stands in. Purdy fires, caught, and around the edges, Pearsall to the 1-yard line, and now decision time on 4th and goal. Ricky Pearsall, his first catch of the game, a guy who was questionable coming in, gets the go-ahead to go, and now sets up 4th and goal at the 1-yard line, and let's see what Shanahan wants to do. And he wants to go for it. 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Power against power. Who do we got? Purdy will throw. Quick slant. Caught. Touchdown. It's Jennings. And the San Francisco offense marches the field and takes the lead. They had Jennings working on a linebacker. It was O'Connell there in coverage. And an easy touchdown on the quick slant on 4th and goal from the 1. And the 49ers take their first lead of the game. Pinheiro on for the extra point to make it a three-point game. And he's got it. 10 straight points for San Francisco after Seattle went up to a 7-0 lead. The 49ers have flipped the script here in the 2nd. And it's 10-7 San Francisco here in Santa Clara. And now Sam Darnold and company will look to respond. Their opening drive touchdown is pretty much all their offense has done. They've punted it on 3 straight drives. Pinheiro on to send it away. From inside the 10. The return for Seattle will bring him out to the 30-yard line. And that's where the Seahawks will begin on offense, trailing by 3. 6:38 to go before halftime. Sam Darnold and company looking to get back on stride on the offensive side. First down at the 29-yard line for the Seahawks. Trailing for the first time. Here's Walker. And Kenneth Walker with a good run on first down. Pickup of 7 yards just across the 35-yard line. Second down and 3, ball at the 36-yard line. Walker again, this time gets drugged down in the backfield. D. Winters was there, and now third down. Third down and 5 here for the Seahawks. Darnold will go from the shotgun, third down and 5. They split Walker out wide to the left. Extra man on the blitz. Darnold fires and the pass is caught. Smith and Jigba for a first down inside the 40. And the first catch of the game for JSN moves the chains on third down. So first down for Seattle, ball at the 42. Extra tight end in for the Seahawks. Here's JSN, and he gets stuffed. They tried the end around, and that didn't work at all. Bryce Huff makes the tackle, and it's a loss of 2 on the end around play for the Seahawks. Second down and 12. Darnold goes underneath. Pass is caught by Walker, and he fights his way to the sideline for a minimal pickup. Third and 9 on the way. Renardo Green there for the 49ers. And now another third down for the Seahawks. And this crowd back into it. Third and 9 from the 43. Darnold over the middle, caught wide open Walker. And a first down to the 45. Good protection up front by that Seahawks offensive line, and Kenneth Walker slips away for a first down into 49er territory. He had 2 guys kind of in the same spot, and Kenneth Walker makes the catch for a first down. First down to the 45, Charbonnet lowers his shoulder and fights for 9. To the 36-yard line, Zach Charbonnet with a strong run. And now the Seahawks are on the move on the edge of field goal range. Second down and a yard, they empty the backfield. Kenneth Walker is lined up way at the top of your screen. Darnold, quarterback run. Look at that, Sam Darnold up the middle. And he slides down to the 20-yard line. Nobody thought Sam Darnold was going to do that. And he runs it for 15 yards. And that should take us and will take us to the 2-minute warning in the first half. San Francisco leads 10-7, but the Seahawks are on the move. First down at the 21-yard line. 2 minutes to play before halftime. Here's Walker. And he gets stood up just across the line of scrimmage. D. Winters on the tackle again, and now second down. Second and 9, ball at the 20, play action. Darnold sets up deep in the pocket, pressure from behind, and he's able to get rid of it. And now third down and 9 on the way with 1:32 to go before halftime. The Seahawks are in field goal range, trailing by 3, but they would obviously like to convert. Third and 9 with the ball at the 20-yard line. Need to get to the 11-yard line to convert. They empty the backfield. Darnold steps up. Good protection. He's going to run it. And Darnold's got a first down. And inside the 5, it's first and goal. And the 49ers are going to use a timeout here as the Seahawks are knocking on the door. First and goal, ball at the 5. Walker in the backfield. That's Kupp in motion. They give it to him. And Cooper Kupp can't find the hole, and he gets brought down at the 3. And San Francisco again will burn a timeout, trying to save some time before halftime. And it's 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line. They go shotgun this time with Darnold. 2nd and goal at the 3. They're going to give it to Walker, running left side, and Walker lowers his shoulder and only able to muster a yard. Timeout San Francisco, 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line for the Seahawks. So 3rd down and goal for Seattle, and they empty the backfield here for Darnold. Blitz is coming. Darnold is dumped right up the gut. And a sack for Bethune brings up 4th down. And now Seattle's going to have to bring the field goal unit out. A goal line stand by the 49er defense. And they brought the house that time on Darnold. And what a job by the San Francisco defense down near the goal line to get the stop on the Seahawks. And now they're going to send Jason Myers out to try to tie this game approaching halftime. Should be a chip shot for Myers. 26 yards short of an extra point. And Myers nearly blocked, and it goes through. And we are tied just before halftime here in Santa Clara. 10-10 our score. So 36 seconds to go. No timeouts for San Francisco. See how aggressive they want to be on the other side of this kickoff. But what a first half this has been. A heavyweight fight as we expected coming in. And we're all knotted up at 10 apiece here in Santa Clara with 36 seconds to go before halftime. Jason Myers sends it away for the Seahawks. Return will start at the 5-yard line. Ricky Pearsall chopped down at the 25, and that's where San Francisco will begin. 33 seconds, no timeouts. We'll see how aggressive they want to be here going into halftime. But a very entertaining back and forth first half. Started off with the Seahawks taking a 7-0 lead. San Francisco jumped them with 10 straight points. It was 10-7, and then the Seahawks field goal moments ago tied the game at 10. 33 seconds, no timeouts. They are going to throw it, just a 3-man rush, and they go underneath to Robinson. That's a good start as they take it across the 35. But remember, San Francisco is out of timeouts as the clock ticks down to 20 seconds and counting. And San Francisco doesn't seem to be in too big of a hurry. They come up to the ball with just 10 seconds left. Purdy to throw again. Good protection up front. Purdy along the line of scrimmage just runs out of bounds with 1 second to go. So no one was open down the field. Good coverage downfield for the Seahawks. And now with 1 second left, see if San Francisco even wants to run a play here. And it looks like from this formation they are going to run a play. Final play of the half, Brock Purdy lets it go as far as he can down the field, and it is knocked away, almost caught. Wow, that would have been huge. It was nearly right into the lap of Kendrick Bourne. That would have been crazy, but we have hit halftime at Levi's Stadium in the NFC West Championship game, tied at 10. Start of the second half from Levi Stadium. 10-10 our score. And we're right where we started. Even score. NFC West rivalry. NFC West championship. And the number 1 seed on the line. Who wants it more? It was an even first half. And we should be set up for an excellent second half here in San Francisco. 49ers will start with the football here in the second half. And they will start at the end of this return, which takes them out to the 30. As Guerrero is slipping and sliding on his way down there, here comes Brock Purdy. Decent first half for him. And now the 49ers with a chance to go down and take the lead here to start the second half. First down starting at the 30-yard line here for San Francisco in the second half. Play action. Purdy sets up deep in the pocket, fires a dart down the middle, and it's caught. Coming back for it is Kendrick Bourne, and a first down near the 45. And that was a laser beam from Brock Purdy. Look at the protection up front. Haven't had a ton of plays like that where Brock Purdy has a clean pocket. But he's able to get it there. First down to the 44. Still no Christian McCaffrey, who was knocked out in the opening quarter. Brian Robinson Jr. up the middle gets brought down by Eman Wari after just a 2-yard pickup. Now 2nd and 2 here for San Francisco. And now they empty the backfield here for the 49ers. Purdy. Pressure up the middle again. Purdy doubles out. Scooped up by the Seahawks. And it's Boye Mafe with the recovery. First turnover of the game. And of course it belongs to the Seahawks defense. Sam Darnold has had a cleaner pocket than Brock Purdy, to say the least. Purdy gets dumped again, and the Seahawks force the fumble and take over, and here's Kenneth Walker. 12 carries, 47 yards in that opening half. And now the Seahawks set up with a short field after the takeaway. First down up at the 30-yard line here for the Seahawks. Here's a play action. Darnold out to his right. Now back to the middle. And that ball is incomplete. It got deflected, and then it just kind of sat on Darnold. And then falls incomplete, and it's second down. Good pressure that time by San Francisco. Second and 10, ball at the 30. Another play action. Darnold out to his right, throws it incomplete. And now 3rd down and 10 on the way. Good start for the San Francisco defense with the short field. Third down and 10. Darnold. Watch out, he's dumped. The sack for San Francisco and Alfred Collins. And the short field for Seattle gives them -6 yards afterwards. And a big stop by the San Francisco defense, and now Jason Myers set up for what is not going to be an easy field goal with the wet field. So they are going to send Myers out. No, they're not. They're going to send Dixon out. That might be a condition of the wet and sloppiness here in San Francisco tonight. What a job by the 49ers defense. This one goes out of bounds at the 17-yard line. So Seattle started at the 30-yard line and were not able to come up with anything. And new life for Brock Purdy, who fumbled the football on their last drive. First down, they hand it off. Robinson. And a good start. First down to the 28-yard line and 11 yards on first down. This heavyweight battle just going back and forth. Both teams shifting the momentum back and forth. And a first down for San Francisco to the 28-yard line. Here's a flip to Robinson off the right side and played well. Ernest Jones again. He has been all over the place for this Seahawks defense, and it's a loss of 2 on first down.
Second and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Second down and 12 at the 26-yard line. Purdy stands in, goes underneath, wide open, Bourne. And Kendrick Bourne takes it up near midfield before he's wrestled to the ground by Julian Love. And Kendrick Bourne beat Josh Jobe. And a big play for San Francisco up near the 50.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So first down to the 49-yard line. Here's another toss. Brian Robinson Jr. again lowers his shoulder, and he takes it into Seahawks territory. A strong 4-yard run for Brian Robinson Jr.
It's now second and 6.
So they take it just across midfield into Seahawks territory. And a second and 6 here for San Francisco. Extra tight end into the right. They give it to Robinson again up the middle. And Robinson fights his way to the 35. And another first down for San Francisco. And Brian Robinson Jr. starting to take over on this San Francisco offense.
First and 10 at the 35.
Christian McCaffrey got knocked out of this game in the opening quarter. Haven't seen him since. And Brian Robinson doing well in his absence. First down at the 35. And they hand it off. Left side and stuffed up front. Eman Wari makes the tackle on Garendo that time, and it's a loss of 1.
Second and 11 at the Seahawks 36-yard line.
Now ball to the 36, second and 11. Robinson Jr. checks back in at running back. Here's a fake to Pearsall and a give to Robinson. And Robinson continuing to fight his way inside the 30. Sets up third down and 2 for San Francisco. And Brian Robinson Jr. has the Seahawks defense on their heels right now. And now a third down and 2 for San Francisco. Purdy swings it out to Robinson, and Seattle tried to play it well. He ran through one man and then brought down shy of the first down by Lawrence. Good effort by Robinson. Seattle played that well the entire way. He ran through Witherspoon, and he was wrestled down by Lawrence to bring up fourth down, and now decision time here for Shanahan. And they're going to send the field goal unit out. Pinheiro out to try to give San Francisco the lead. 45 yards, and San Francisco is back on top. Just about halfway through this third quarter, and the 49ers take the lead back. It's 13-10. .7:33 to go in the third quarter. Seattle getting the ball back, down by 3. From inside the 10, Rashid Shaheed brings it out across the 25. And here comes Sam Darnold and company back out. They had a short field in front of them their last time, and they could not capitalize. They started at the 30-yard line of San Francisco and then went backwards 6 yards and were forced to punt it away. So now they trail by 3. Halfway through this third quarter, See what the Seahawks offense can muster out. First down, start of the drive at the 28-yard line, and they give it to Walker. And Kenneth Walker gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. What a play by Huff, who shed a block and tackled Walker pretty much at the same time, and it's a 1-yard pickup for Walker. Both Charbonnet and Walker in the backfield. They fake it to Walker. Darnold throws to Charbonnet. What a play call! And Charbonnet makes a move and hits the sideline. And he's across midfield before he's knocked down. And a huge play for Seattle and a much-needed play for the Seahawks offense. That was a beautiful play call. They had two running backs in the backfield, and Darnold faked it to one and threw it to the other. First down at the 43. Walker, right up the middle. Kenneth Walker for a first down to the 30. And a 12-yard run for Kenneth Walker. And here come the Seahawks. First down at the 30-yard line. Here is Walker. Good cutback, and then he gets brought down after just a couple yards there. He tried to run it to the left, nothing doing. Found a couple yards up the middle, and now second down and 8 at the 28. Second down and 8. Ball at the 28-yard line. Here's Cup. Oh, what a play! Nowhere to go. San Francisco mustered that out the whole way, and it's Gross Matos with the tackle, and now third down. Third and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. Darnold standing in. Darnold fires, and the pass is caught. Cooper Kupp breaks a tackle, and Kupp takes it to the pylon and in. Touchdown! What a play by Cooper Kupp! And the Seahawks take the lead. What a play by Cooper Kupp. He was working on a linebacker that was D. Winters in coverage. He shed the tackle and took it to the pylon, and the Seahawks take the lead. Jason Myers on for the extra point, and it's good. The Seahawks lead by 4. Cooper Kupp with the touchdown catch and run. And the Seahawks take the lead here on the road. Jason Myers sends it away for the Seahawks, who now have a 4-point lead from the 6-yard line. And San Francisco will start at the 30-yard line. 4-point game. Brian Robinson Jr. coming in for the injured Christian McCaffrey has had a good game against the Seahawks defense. Now San Francisco trails by 4. What up, Esteban? Thank you, my friend. First down at the 30-yard line. San Francisco trails by 4, 4:08 to go in the third. Play action, Purdy gets rid of it quickly. There's Kittle. And George Kittle with a good start to the drive takes it inside the 45. Haven't said his name a ton in this game, but he got the green light to play in this one. There was some question earlier in the week if he was going to play or not. And he makes a big play there trying to hype up this San Francisco team. First down to the 47-yard line. Purdy swings it out for Robinson, and he gets not quite back to the line of scrimmage, and guess who? It's Ernest Jones again. Second down and 11. Ball at the 46-yard line, second and long. Purdy over the middle, caught. Big hit on Bourne. And now third down and 4 on the way. Pickup of 7 to Kendrick Bourne. Eman Worry there with the big hit on him. And now third down and 4 here for San Francisco. And a big play here late in this third quarter. On third down, Purdy steps up. And Purdy going to run for a first down inside the 40. Took a hit, but he hangs on, and a first down to the 37. And Brock Purdy puts his team on his shoulders there on third down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down at the 37-yard line. Extra tight end in for San Francisco. Here's Brian Robinson Jr., and he gets hit hard at the 35 after a pickup of 2. Under a minute to go in the third down. Second down and 8. Here's Purdy. Quick throw to the outside. Caught and out of bounds is Bourne before he could get going. Pickup of about 5. And now third down and 3 on the way. Clock winding down in this third quarter. Third down and 3 for San Francisco. Quick snap. Purdy fires, and the pass is caught for a first down. George Kittle to the 25, and San Francisco keeps the drive alive on another third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ball to the 25, another set of downs for San Francisco as the third quarter winds towards a close. We do get another snap. Purdy on first down fires, incomplete. And that'll end the third quarter here in Santa Clara with the Seahawks leading by 4. We are set up for an excellent fourth quarter of play in the NFC West Championship game. Start of the fourth quarter from Santa Clara. The Seahawks lead by 4, but the 49ers are on the move. They have it at the Seattle 25-yard line. They've converted a few third downs on this drive to get down here. And now they're faced with a second and 10 at the 25-yard line to start the fourth quarter. Play action. Purdy, pressure up the middle. He's going to go down. The pressure right up the middle by Byron Murphy, who gets his second sack of the game. And now third down and long, forced by that Seahawks front again. Byron Murphy has been a game breaker here today for this 49ers offense. And he just drove him right back into the lap of Brock Purdy. Third down and 18. They need to get all the way to the Seattle 14 to convert. Purdy on third and a mile, floats it up. Jump ball is incomplete. And it's fourth down. And the Seahawks defense does their job when San Francisco starts to drive into their territory. Kobe Bryant was there defensively. And now fourth down, and here comes the field goal team. Pinheiro on to try to make it a one-point game. 50 yards in the rain. Pinheiro drives it, and it is no good. He missed it. and the Seahawks defense holds. And San Francisco comes away with nothing. So now Seattle will come out starting at the 40-yard line, up by 4, and a big chance to add on to their lead here in this fourth quarter. Touchdown drive there last time. The excellent touchdown catch and run by Cooper Kupp. And now Seattle with a 4-point lead and a chance to add on. Here is Darnold. Darnold with no one open. Just going to run it for as much as he can, and that's about 5 yards to the 45. Good coverage downfield by San Francisco. And now 2nd and 5 here for the Seahawks. Ball at the 45, 2nd down. Shaheed gets stuffed. They've tried that end around a few times, and it has not worked. Another play up front by that San Francisco defense, and now 3rd down and 5, and a big play here early in this fourth quarter upcoming. Empty backfield for Darnold on 3rd and 5. Extra man on the blitz. Darnold gets rid of it. Cooper Kupp makes the catch, but he can't get there. Beautiful coverage by Lenore, and now 4th down. Demomidor Lenore with the coverage, and it brings up 4th down. Beautiful job by the San Francisco defense. And Michael Dixon on to punt it away. Angles this one towards the side. And out of bounds at the 12-yard line. So here comes Brock Purdy. 16 of 20, 200 yards even. And a touchdown pass in this game. He trails by 4 here in the fourth quarter of the NFC West Championship game. The number 1 seed in the NFC on the line. Whoever wins this game will host the playoffs and get a first-round bye. First down, starting back at their own 12. That's Tungus, the tight end, in motion. And they give it to Brian Robinson Jr. on first down, and he meets a wall. And it was Thomas there for the tackle, and it's 2nd down after a pickup of 2. Second and 8, ball at the 13-yard line. Play action this time. Purdy goes to the near side, and it's caught for a minimal pickup. And now 3rd down and 7 on the way for San Francisco, deep in their own territory. Third down and 7, ball at the 14. Purdy stands in, fires over the middle. It's caught. Pearsall can't get there. He got to the 20-yard line. He's brought down by Tariq Woolen. It's 4th down and a yard, and this far back in your own territory, I don't think you can risk going for it. Your defense is playing decent, and you're going to have to punt it away, and that's the right decision with still this much time here in the fourth quarter. So San Francisco on to punt it away. Booming punt all the way to the 32-yard line. Rashid Shaheed, who had a punt return a couple weeks ago against the Rams, takes it across midfield, and Seattle's got a short field in front of them. Up by 4, the Seahawks with a chance to add on to their lead here in the fourth quarter. First down at the 49-yard line. Started off with a play fake. Darnold out to his right. Gets it to Shaheed. And what a tackle. Flying in like a heat-seeking missile for San Francisco there defensively on Shaheed was Marcus Siegel. And it's a gain of just 2. Under 10 to go in the fourth quarter. Second down and 8. Here's Walker right up the middle. Good tackle before he could get going because he had a big hole. Gross Matos there on the tackle, and now third down and 3 for Seattle. And one of the biggest third downs of the night here for the San Francisco defense in front of their hometown fans. Third and 3, they go under center. They bring the big boys in, and they give it to Walker, and he gets stuffed. Another good tackle by Siegel. And now fourth down and 2 for the Seahawks. And do you risk going for it here around midfield? They're kind of in no man's land here at the 42-yard line. The rain might have an impact on this play call. And they're going to punt it away. What a win there by the San Francisco defense. That's the second time Seattle has started their drive on the plus side of the 50 and haven't been able to come up with anything. Good punt by Dixon, out of bounds inside the 10. And that's where Brock Purdy and company will begin. They trail by 4, 8:34 to go in the fourth quarter. Number 1 seed on the line in the NFC. The NFC West title on the line for these two teams. And a first down starting the drive at the 7-yard line, and they go empty backfield. This is where the Seahawks pass rush might try to feast. Purdy from his own goal line gets rid of it quickly and completes it to the 15-yard line to Kendrick Bourne in a pickup of 8. Just trying to give him some more breathing room there for San Francisco. Second down and 2 at the 15-yard line. Here is Robinson, and he gets stuffed by Ernest Jones back near the 10. Another big play for Ernest Jones in this game. He has been a heat-seeking missile on almost every play, and now third down and 6 for San Francisco's offense as we are over halfway through this fourth quarter now. Purdy to the outside, wide open, and he missed it. Fourth down. He had a wide open receiver there for the first down, and he missed him, and San Francisco is going to have to punt it away again. I know this is only a game and a simulation, but of all the talk, the Seahawks fans and other people saying that the 49ers don't have a defense, I see them making stops in this simulation. No, I'm a Seahawks fan. I'll say that right now. I'm a Seahawks fan. I think this game is going to go very similar to what's happening here. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I think both defenses are going to play well in this game. I think this simulation is going to be pretty accurate on how this game's going to go. I think it's going to be a lower scoring defensive game between two heavyweight teams. I live in Oregon, Esteban. Here is Walker, who gets stuffed on first down. Second and 10, ball at the 46, and they go empty backfield here for Darnold. Good protection up front. Darnold has no one open. Darnold on the move. Darnold going to run, and Darnold's going to pick up a first down as he dives forward to the San Francisco 37. Good coverage downfield by San Francisco, but then Sam Darnold stepped right up the middle, and there was nobody there. And a first down to the 37-yard line. Under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They give it to Walker, and Walker gets gang tackled from behind. Gain of 2, and it's second down and 8 at the 35. Second and 8 at the 35-yard line. Charbonnet checks in at running back for the Seahawks. They give it to him. Charbonnet Trying to find some space off that right side, maybe able to muster out a couple yards. And now 3rd down and 5 on the way for the Seahawks offense and for the San Francisco defense trying to get a stop. A field goal makes it a 7-point game, so San Francisco just trying to hold them out of the end zone at this point. 3rd and 5 from the 32. Darnold, pressured, gets rid of it, floats it to the end zone for Walker. It's incomplete. Good coverage back on the running back, Walker, who took a shot to the end zone, and that brings up 4th down. The coverage by D. Winters to potentially save the game, and now 4th down, and here comes the field goal team out to try to make it a 7-point game. Jason Myers connects with it and drives it through. And it's a 7-point game here in San Francisco. That's a big kick for the Seahawks. And with 4:22 to go in the 4th quarter, the game might hang in the balance on this next drive for Brock Purdy and company. I think one thing worth mentioning in this game for the Seahawks offense, Jackson Smith-Njigba only has 1 catch in this game. And it was back in the first half on a 3rd down conversion. That's it. The return by San Francisco brings him out across the 20-yard line, and that's where Brock Purdy and company will begin. Does he have any magic left in the tank? An excellent game last week against Chicago. Does he have enough in the tank to get it done again here in Week 18 against the Seahawks with the number 1 seed in the NFC on the line? Wow, we have John Cena in here. First down at the 23, Purdy finds Kittle to the 30-yard line, brought down immediately by Thomas, and a pickup of 8 to the 31. Second and 2, ball at the 31-yard line. They hand it off left side, and nothing. Ernest Jones again, and now 3rd down and 2. And a big play upcoming for both of these teams. Third and 2, ball at the 30-yard line. They give it to Robinson, and he didn't get there. Boye Mafe makes the tackle. And now in your own end of the field, what do you do here if you're San Francisco? Do you punt it away and trust the defense, or do you go for it here on 4th down? I go the game Madden 26. They are going to punt it away and trust their defense. They have all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here in a 7-point game, Rashid Shaheed, big hit. And Seattle will start with the game in their hands at the 28-yard line. Kenneth Walker trying to lead the Seahawks to this huge game victory here in San Francisco. 2:24 to go in the 4th. San Francisco elects to punt it away and trust their defense with all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Game in the hands of the Seahawks. What do you got? Here is Walker, left side, trying to get the edge, and Walker gets wrangled to the ground after a pickup of 8, and San Francisco will start burning their timeouts right there.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
I agree, Jermaine. Appreciate you, Daniel. Second and 2, and a first down would be huge for the Seahawks down the stretch. Whoa, Little miscommunication in the backfield, and Walker gets brought down short. That was almost disastrous. They had two guys run into each other with Smith and Jigba, who was coming across the formation, and he ran into a man in the backfield, and that almost blew up the entire play. And now the biggest third down of the season for both of these teams. Third down and inches. Do they sneak it with Darnold? They do, and he's got it for a first down. Sam Darnold and the quarterback sneak picks up the first down, and San Francisco is out of timeouts just ahead of the 2-minute warning. And the Seahawks are in control. First down at the 38-yard line. Smith and Jigba in motion. They give it to him. Smith and Jigba trying to fight his way to the edge. And Smith and Jigba picks up the first down. And that might have just ended the game. Jackson Smith and Jigba, who only had one catch in this game on the carry, picks up the first down and sends us to the 2-minute warning. And the Seahawks can go victory formation. Darnold takes the knee. And the clock will begin to wind. San Francisco can't stop it any longer. What a win for the Seahawks. Here on the road from San Francisco, their defense dominated this game. And now they're not in victory formation all of a sudden. What's happening? They are going to hand it off to Walker, and he gets stuffed. And now third down and 11 on the way, but that doesn't really matter because Seattle can bring this next play down under 40 seconds, and then that'll do it. What a win for the Seahawks tonight. They quietly got their way through the NFC through the regular season. Darnold snaps, and that's it. The playoffs are going to go through the Pacific Northwest. The Seattle Seahawks have won the NFC West. 20-13 the final score. And the Seattle Seahawks earn the number 1 seed in the NFC. They earn the first round bye in the playoffs. And everybody's going to Lumen Field this January. What a win for the Seahawks. Their defense dominated. They held the San Francisco offense to just one touchdown. And the Seahawks got it done here on the road at Levi Stadium. What a game from San Francisco. The Seahawks pull it out and earn themselves the number 1 seed in the NFC.